Hi. So, I recently watched several videos after typing in narcolepsy on YouTube and felt that maybe I could offer some information as well. I've been diagnosed with narcolepsy for a year and a half now, and I've found that it's very misunderstood, very mocked, and I just think there's so many misconceptions about it because it was a very difficult diagnosis for people to understand. And it is a it is it's been hard for me to come to terms with, to be honest. I never expected it to be 25 and on a strict bedtime schedule and having to adjust my life entirely around sleep, although that's what I've been doing always, and now it's just more under control. Um, Narcolepsy is not a disease. I I hate when people say that it is a rare disease or that narcolepsy is a disease. Disease implies something that you catch or that you take medication for and there's a cure, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Narcolepsy is a neurological disorder and it's chemical imbalance in your brain, similar similar to any other neurological dis you know dysfunction, I guess. Once you've been diagnosed with it, it doesn't go away. It's with you forever, and that sucks. I I guess the only light about that is that it's not degenerative. I can't say that I feel like my narcolepsy has gotten worse with time, or that my health is not improved. Um, for me personally, my narcolepsy, I suffered with excessive daytime sleepiness, very rare and occasional cataplectic attacks, and sleep paralysis, and the hypnagogic hallucinations. Also, automatic behavior, which, with the combination of cataplexy and the automatic behaviors, why I became diagnosed. I was crossing the street while being asleep, essentially, and several times I was almost hit by cars because I was crossing when they had the right of way. And if those people hadn't stopped, I'm certain I would be severely injured, if not dead. Um, and when I went in and he said, "Oh, it sounds like you have narcolepsy, you need to come and do the multiple sleep latency test and the polysomnograms," I flipped, absolutely flipped, wanted nothing to do with it. And I fought his diagnosis for a long time, in fact, like 6 months, before I was convinced to go in by my doctor. And I have to say that since I've been diagnosed and been on medication and treatment, my life quality is so much better. I can't explain what a miracle it is to be awake for class, to not have to exert every ounce of energy just to listen to somebody talking to me, just to stay awake. Uh, I can do things now, and it's hard. You have to take. I'm on Provigil, which is expensive, but thank God there's something out there for me, and I can't say how much I would encourage anybody that's suffering from, especially excessive daytime sleepiness, which is not being tired. I'll explain that in a second. To go see a physician. There are experts all across the country. You're not alone. Narcolepsy is not rare. It's estimated to impact 1 in every 2,000 people, but is rarely accurately diagnosed. I was called lazy. Always felt I was stupid. I felt like I had less energy, and it wasn't my fault. And now I'm rocking at school. I'm in college for the second time now, and I can sit through a 4-hour lecture and not sleep the whole thing, and I retain the information. I mean, for me, narcolepsy, being diagnosed has been a success story. It is, sometimes I'm still very tired. I do take a nap every day. But I can do that. So I would recommend that to people if they need to. Cataplexy is a bizarre part of narcolepsy, and I'm grateful I don't suffer from it as much as so many people do. With cataplexy, extreme emotions cause your body, something in your brain to just go and you no longer have control of your muscles. You lose all muscle control, generally all muscle control, and you collapse and you're frozen. But what people don't understand is that you can still hear them, and you can still see, and you're still thinking. And several times, the few times it's happened to me, people keep talking about me, and especially when they don't know, and it's a very out of body experience. And then you just get back up and you're fine. But it is scary. People get seriously injured. Sleep paralysis is another common factor of narcolepsy. Sleep paralysis is when you're falling asleep or waking up in the morning and you can't move your body. I have this in the morning, but it's usually only in my legs. I don't know why that is. And the hypnagogic hallucinations, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, is incredibly vivid, very real dreams, I guess. And I have these when I wake up, and mine are always the same. Automatic behavior is doing something that you can do, that you do frequently, and because you do it so often, you can do it in your sleep. Like I live in New York City, and crossing the street for me, I could cross it in my sleep. That's how I was so tired. I was crossing the street in my sleep, and riding on the subway. It can be cooking. It can be sitting at a table with people. And people with narcolepsy also tend to suffer from disrupted nighttime sleep because we do not have a quality REM cycles, rapid eye movement, and they find this out when you have all these electrodes put on your head, and depending on how severe it is, you can get medication to help you sleep as well. It's, I guess, for anybody that has narcolepsy or knows someone with narcolepsy, it is a funny disorder, and it is misunderstood, but we really just need a little bit more support and a little bit more patience, and we don't really need to be made fun of. It's not being tired in the sense that most people know. It's being tired to the very core of your body, and you miss out on so much of life if you don't get yourself diagnosed. So, thanks for listening, and if you have questions, I'm more than willing to answer them.